Hello. I am answering a question from a young lady who sent me an email. She wanted to know why guys and girls shouldn't be friends, specifically teen years. And first of all, I want to say that there's nothing wrong with a guy and a girl being a friend. There's no harm in that at all. But there are some things as a teenager that you want to just be on guard about, and I would say the two things that are the most important is your heart, thank you, and your purity. And I think both of those can be very well guarded by not spending too much time together, too much time on the phone, talking on the phone late, or spending time alone. It sounds, or people want to act like it sounds so extreme, but it doesn't sound extreme. If you're honest with yourself, you know what's going to happen if a guy and a girl hang out every single day alone or talk on the phone till midnight. Eventually crushes develop, eventually sexual sin will occur, and parents, I only have little ones, but I'm ready. I haven't forgotten the desires of the teen years and the manipulative schemes of teenagers, and it's we can't be naive. Yes, baby. Guard your teenagers' purity like if you're guarding your life. Anyway, that's a completely different video. But guys and girls, teenagers, of course you can be friends. Just be wise about your friendship and how it looks. And girls, have more girlfriends than guy friends. Guys, have more guy friends than girlfriends. There's no reason for a girl to have 20 guy friends and no girls, and same vice versa. Of course, this is a Christian video blog, and so I'm addressing believers, and so I'm hoping that if you have all these friends, that they're all believers, and that you're all partaking in wholesome conversation and activities, and that the Lord is all of your goal. You're pursuing holiness, and that you're not going to talk about inappropriate things or watch inappropriate things or dance in inappropriate ways with inappropriate music. Dancing is fun and it's totally fine. I'm not one of those Baptists that think dancing is a sin. That is absurd. I am a Latin. I love dancing, and I will dance till the day I die. It is how you dance, and that matters. Just like so many other legalistic rules, you can't just cross things off the list as this is wrong. A lot of them have to do with how it's done and what your heart is. There's a heart matter, So I hope that helps. Surround yourself with believers. That goes for every area of your life, not just teen years. Surround yourself with people that are fighting for your holiness. I'm making a video. That are fighting for your holiness. And that, of course, also applies to all areas of your life, not just when you're a teenager. And it also applies to all areas of your life. Don't be alone with a man, because you never know what might happen. And I say alone, you can go and have ice cream or something. I'm saying like spending hours alone in the car, or being at one or the other person's house alone. Like, there's just foolishness in that, because Scripture tells us, don't think of yourself so strong that you won't fall. Whoever thinks that way is a fool. You need to be wise enough to understand that we are weak, and if we place ourselves in positions where we can stumble, we may very well stumble. And just because it doesn't happen the first 20 times doesn't mean it won't happen the 21st time. Don't think of yourself so strong that you will not fall into sin. You are a fool if you think that way. Guard yourself, protect yourself from the sin of this world. The enemy is like a roaring lion waiting to rip you apart. And if you give him a foothold, he will tear down the entire door. So you need to be on guard constantly and protecting, on guard against sinning. Constantly wearing your spiritual armor as it describes in Scripture. So I hope that answers the question. if you want to see some really good dating videos, look up Paul Washer. He is so bold and so like, hello, you know, whoever denies that he's right is just justifying their behavior in order to do what they want and not in order to get closer to the Lord, in my opinion. But anyway, if that doesn't answer your question, please ask me something else and I'd be happy to talk. Have a great day.